Alright, hey, I get asked a lot if my 750 really does make 250 horsepower or whatever, and if it really is a 100% stock motor. And I assure you, yes, it is both of those. Trust me, I'm poor. This motor's got like 7,500 miles. Anyways, so I get a lot of questions like, what turbo, what this, what that. And just quick answer, if you want to make a ton of horsepower out of a bike, you're going to have to spend money because you need good components and you need good fabrication. With that said, I just want to show you guys a Billet velocity stack that I have. I have maybe like 10 of these left. Obviously you need 4 of them. This is going to be the new intake manifold for this bike. I'm going to have a big air to water intercooler attached to it. So you might ask, why do you need billet velocity stacks? And turbos produce boost and flow, but what you need is even flow inside the intake manifold. So this current air to air intercooler setup, which looks a little ghetto, but this has the velocity stacks in it, and the big intercooler. That's another thing that people don't understand. The other thing I just want to show you real quick is, let's see if I can find it. I have header flanges for the R6, 2006 to 2009 R6. I believe those are the years. And the 2006 through 2009 gsxr 750-600. These stacks will only fit on a 750, but you can buy 750 throttle bodies for cheap and give your 600 some oomph. Alright, last thing is this whole turbo kit for sale, the one that makes like 250 real world horsepower on 10 pounds, is going to be for sale. I'm replacing the entire thing because I'm going bigger, more towards land speed racing. I can kind of give you a quick overview, but you got the big intake manifold with the billet velocity stacks. Here is the turbo, which is a GT28 RS. I get asked all the time. Heavily modified. I V-banded this long before TIAL was making the V-band flanges, and of course it's got the TIAL wastegate. Then you can kind of see it, but that's the intercooler right there. That's the intercooler off a hayabusa. You know, a lot of people don't understand the concept that when you cool air, it condenses, which allows you to put more air at the same PSI level, upping the horsepower, letting you run more advanced timing, allowing you to get more horsepower, and most certainly more torque. We notice a difference in the torque with these from an intake manifold with no velocity stacks. Last thing I'll show you is I have a couple of these modified clutch covers. It's a quick access. You can fit a 3-arm lockout on here. These are basically a modified stock clutch cover, and I have a couple of those if you're interested. Alright, I'll answer any questions you guys have, but a lot of times people email me if their $200 turbo is going to make 250 horsepower, which it won't. This was $1,100 turbo, and it's got a lot of mods to it. So yeah, hit me up if you guys want a couple parts. I don't have a ton left, but I just get extra made because it's cheaper for me to get, you know, 5 made than just 1. So take it easy. I'll eventually, this month in January, I'm gonna start working on the new kit, and it's gonna be big. Yeah, sorry, my phone rang and my phone rang. But basically, what I was saying is it's around the 6th of January right now, and I got one other project I gotta do. I got some upholstery for a car I gotta do. But then hopefully middle of January, I'm gonna really get cracking on this. My first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to build the header, and I'll probably make a video kind of like Jimmy DeResta style, where I fast forward everything, where I build the header from start to scratch. Hopefully I can get it all on film, and then I'll go through each component and probably hopefully make videos of tuning, and then I got Me and two other buddies are going to Ohio in May again. One of my buddies got a 550 horsepower boost. This hopefully will be putting out around like 300. And then we got my buddy's naturally aspirated Gen 2 Buso, which he went 204 in the mile on, which is pretty badass. And I was tuning that basically at the track with no air fuel ratio, just kind of throwing numbers in there, and we got him probably 8 miles an hour faster on MR2 than he was the previous trip. So yeah, kind of stay tuned, because hopefully I'll put some interesting stuff that maybe can help you with your own build too, because I know a lot of times people are trying to build stuff on a budget or whatnot, and you really can't get a lot of horsepower, you know, if you do stuff yourself. You just got to do it right. So I appreciate it. Thanks.